Getting started in just a second, folks. This is a beat I made. All right, I'm back. So, what's up, y'all? This is Stu Cos, the Game Dev MC. I'm a rapper, but mainly I'm a game developer. And, I'm just here trying to work on this excruciating, man, this gargantuan game that I have that you guys may be familiar with. Is called Rap Quest 2. There's a lot more to it than under the hood than you could probably see. Um, so what I do here on Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific time, right now, and hopefully every Friday. Maybe there may be one Friday in late May that I definitely won't be on, but because I'm gonna be in Puerto Rico. But yeah, just putting all of the stuff out there to show you how deep the game dev journey is for somebody that's trying to put together a game by themselves who really doesn't have the you know the classical training that you might require if you're going to try to go after some monumental kind of thing like this. So it's a journey, and I'm cool with that. You got to pull yourself up to the top of that mountain. So that's what I'm doing, and hopefully the result of that is some dopeness, some fresh dope game that comes out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, right? So yeah, I welcome y'all to the stream. Obviously we want to get started by acknowledging, because this is a very hip hop game development studio that I'm running here. So I want to make sure to, send out the condolences and the heart to the family, the friends, the loved ones of Earl Simmons, aka DMX. Um, we lost a great one. We lost a great one. Um, DMX means a lot to me. Um, he was kind of really hitting the scene when I was in high school and coming out of high school, going into college, and so that was a very, very impactful time um, for me. You know, um, I remember "It's Dark and Hell Is Hot" coming out and it being like a really, I don't want to say controversial album because at the time it wasn't really controversial as much as it was impactful. You know what I'm saying? It had anger in it. There was a lot of teenage angst that I had at the time. But I would say that it also had a lot of storytelling and a lot of just like letting you know what it's like on the streets, what it's like to be, kind of in the wilderness of America, as they call it. And so, you know, this man was humble. He was extremely humble for as much energy as he put out there. He meant a lot to a lot of people because they knew what he was bringing to the table. They knew that he was bringing the truth, and he was bringing the pain, and he was bringing, you know, um, a very heartfelt kind of message about not only what to avoid, not only what to think about, not only what people go through, at those levels of society, but also fighting through it. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be a dog. You just got to go after it. You know what I'm saying? And life can be very disappointing and disconcerting and depressing. And if you don't have that dog mentality, sometimes life will chew you up and spit you out. So you gotta bark back. You gotta bite back. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go back at it and fight. And so I think that's something that we all learned, from the legacy of DMX, Darkman X. Um, he embodied the things that we didn't want to. He embodied the things that we were scared to. He embodied the things that we didn't want to actually um, acknowledge. The dark parts, the shadow self. You know what I mean? Like that's really big. And so, yeah, that's just to start the stream off. I got to acknowledge DMX. You know what I'm saying? He left us today, and he's off to a more peaceful place. Where he's at. I'm sure it's light and cool. You know, so rest in peace, and hope you get a chance to get in that cipher with Pac and Biggie and Big Pun and some of the ones we've lost lately. Dilla making the beats, you know what I'm saying? Man, Doom, obviously, that cipher is crazy up there, wherever they at in the other dimension, rapping out of their existence. It's crazy. So anyway, uh, as a rapper, it's like it meant a lot to me as well. Um, so that's just something I had to put out there. I want to say what's up to Jordan Boy 34 in the chat. Appreciate you, bro. Um, let's see. We are going to get on some. I'm finishing up some stuff here with. Let me get Inkscape popping here. Finishing up some stuff here with. Let's see. I was trying to do the stadium. This is the last one that I got to do. So I'm trying to. I think that's it. Oh, trying to get all of these kind of lined up. And I haven't had Inkscape crash on me yet today, but y'all already know how that goes. Sometimes it just does what it wants to do. So let me just keep going with this. I don't really want to zoom in too far because when I zoom in a lot, sometimes that's what triggers it. So let's just keep it nice and well distributed. Group that. And we're going to plop that down here. I decided to go away with the speakers. I had the speakers kind of hanging from, but there was no ceiling, so I decided to take those out. Matter of fact, let me just take those. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave this one. I'm gonna leave one just in case I want to use this somewhere else for some reason, because there will absolutely be like future locations. This is gonna be my hologram guy. Let's see if I can move him up. This is at the absolute top of the layers. But like imagine, right? Your avatar that you will have coming out on the stages actually um yeah, as kind of like a glowing kind of Pac hologram, Pac Coachella, Tupac. Um so I'm gonna save that for later. That obviously is going to require a different kind of game logic. You got to remember everything that I do that involves movement or animation or even placement in the game on the different levels, on the different pages, requires a certain amount of logic. So I have to remember to get that logic taken into account when I'm building this stuff. As you can see, I have like these are like stairs, and these will kind of reflect these type of stairs that go down to the bottom. These stairs will come around to the side. These stairs and these stairs, right? And then of course there'd be like stairs over here and stairs over there. But yeah, this is just where it is right now. I don't really want to be too fancy with how I build it, to be honest with you. Maybe move this to the middle a little bit better, a little bit more. Yeah. And then I'll probably move like one of these guys over. Maybe put another guy down here. Make it a little bigger. Oops. Not by that much though. Gotta make the nosebleed ones a little bit smaller than because it's supposed to come forward. Anyway, because it's a bowl, you know what I'm saying? That's the look I'm trying to go for here. It's a little tough to see whether or not it would make sense for me to, because see, this is a lot of art, and this is gonna reflect on that side, but then on that side across the way, I'm just kind of doing a simple version. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure yet about this. But let's see where I take it. Because I want to make sure that all of these get seen, but that they overlap just enough to where you can kind of tell that they're getting closer to each other down the line, So yeah. I hope you guys had a good week, you guys and gals and folks. Had a good week. It's Friday. Friday is always for people who work Monday through Friday jobs, because these days jobs are so unconventional, and everybody's got something different to do. And of course, people, you got the weekend folks who are out there, doing work on the weekends every weekend. So like for them, weekends don't mean anything. You know, but as this being a Friday, and hopefully things are winding down for this week and not getting crazy out of control, but every day is different, so we'll see what happens. I just hope that y'all had a good week. I hope that you continue to have a good time here, especially on this stream. I do what I can to try to make it a little bit more entertaining. But I'm not the most entertaining person. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, if I'm supposed to be a rapper, you would think that I'd be super entertaining. You know what I mean? But like, it's hard to turn that on when you're trying to like develop stuff. Cause this ain't no joke, man. This is not a joke. And I say that every stream, and I kind of like make, I don't know, maybe a mockery of the people who are doing game development kind of on a regular basis. Cause like I don't want y'all to think that this is what people who are professional do. Cause I'm in a lot of ways still figuring a lot of this out. Um, yeah, man, art is difficult. Let's see. Can I just let me see? Let me just do a duplicate. Let's see here. Yeah, man, that DMX thing is kind of it's tragic because you heard about it. I mean, we the public heard about him suffering some kind of heart attack. TMZ said it was an overdose. I don't know if we'll ever truly get like the whole story, but it's either way it's sad. It's like people that pass away, especially it's especially sad when it's like they didn't have to. It's not like dying of old age or anything like that. So it's a little bit it hits a little bit harder, like Kobe, man, Nipsey, like people that just like Chadwick, people that didn't have to go, but they had to. But like in the grand scheme of things, they had to. It was their time. And we like to hold on to our heroes because because the ego. To be honest with you, we are a very ego driven race of beings. These humans that we are. And so, let me see. We sometimes hold on to things that we don't deserve to hold on to. I think, in the African traditions, right? Because you can't say Eastern, you can't say Western, so I'm gonna say African. There is a kind of honoring, honor the life of that person. I got to make this a little bit more curved. I got to start bringing some of these middle ones down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. But yeah, you're supposed to celebrate the life. Celebrate the life of the person that just left. Don't mourn. Mourning is mourning speaks to grief. And there isn't any grief about somebody who's passed on because it's already happened. You can't really grieve if it's already over with. You take time to do that, but you have to do that in understanding that that's it. They went on to a better place than I mean, I can't imagine other places are worse than Earth right now. 2021 Earth, like this is some serious ridiculousness that we live through in these days and times. We're wildly underprepared for pretty much anything. I mean, we're so vulnerable, not to war, but to like, I don't know, asteroids, gamma ray blasts. There's so many things that could just wipe us all out in a moment, and we wouldn't even like. Y'all seen Deep Impact and all these type of movies. Like the whole world kind of watches, but then what can you do? Are you going to grieve the loss of humanity? I mean, yeah, but at some point, it's the circle of life. It doesn't just exist for us; it exists for the sake of whatever we serve by living. So people have their different beliefs and stuff like that, but like something is to be served. maybe. I mean, and then of course you got the people who are like, no, absolutely not. It's all random. It's all just an accident. And so you got people who have differing opinions, but at the end of the day, we all agree that losing someone that's close to you hurts. So, and then of course, we develop closeness with people who we resonate with, people who we admire and stuff like that. So, we find it, like human beings make meaning out of anything. So we find ways to hurt. It's really interesting, actually, that it can be that easy. But nonetheless, um, it's respectful, to mourn. So you pay your respects, and then you imagine that the deceased would want you to keep it pushing, you know, because one day that's gonna be you, and you know you wouldn't want people to just like, I don't know, lose themselves ultimately. That's not what we want. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do, because this is getting a little difficult to manage. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do, yeah, I think the next one, this one right here, I'm gonna let this one kind of curve around a bit. Let me see. Let me save. Save. Cause it's going. The crash is coming, man. Okay. So yeah, but besides that, there are reasons that that we can continue to be happy. We can find happiness out there in the world. Find good things to be lighthearted about. Um, and you know what? I missed it. I missed streaming. It's been a week. I've been, working on some stuff. I'll show you some things in a minute. But before we get into my progress for the week, I really want to just try to do this real quick. See if I can group it all. And then, let's see. Oh, I missed, maybe it needed a couple more. A couple. Like so. Okay. There we go. All right. That ought to do it. Let's see. Vector art. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, something like right about there. Okay. And then, so you see, I'm kind of what I'm trying to do right now. Oh, I don't want to do that. What I'm trying to do, if I can pull it off, is get this to a point where yeah, there we go. So I want to get this to a point where like the seats start to kind of overcome this like background. So let's see how that goes. And then now I can take maybe one of these shorter joints, and then I can duplicate it, save, and then come down here, and then I don't have to make a whole thing, you know what I mean? Like I can just kind of use a few and then hide them underneath the other layer. Or I should say, I mean, I haven't been using layers like officially, but you know what I mean. There we go. yeah, doing this all by myself. This is tough stuff, but you know, to whom much is given, much is expected. So I gotta I gotta keep pushing. Um, there we go. That's probably better. Shrink that down to about there. Oops, dang. Yeah, man, this is hard stuff, but I get some of the old heads in the game development community. They be hating on me. I say hating, but really they're just trying to it's what you call managing expectations, right? You don't want to get so far ahead of yourself and being like, "Oh, I want to start a game company and it's not happening fast enough," or I'm not getting the results that I was expecting or anything like that. You don't want to get to that point. And then what happens is it gets you depressed, man. It's like there are so many things that can depress people. Failure, loss, it's anxiety, like even just dealing with. I think there's a term that I just learned. My lady was telling me about it. It's something neurodivergence, right? So I think that's just like the way that your mind operates is not normal, and normal isn't necessarily, like, it's weird to say it, but like normal isn't regular. Normal is just kind of average, right? And then the neurodivergence is like the fringe. But when you really look at the way that people's minds work, when you get a chance to talk to them and listen to their stories and listen to kind of like how they came about, um, the way that they think, there are so many nuances in it that aren't standardized. And when I say normal, I'm talking about the standardization of like the mental space of the way that a society thinks, right? Or people in a society, right? So then you have, normalcy, but then you have this kind of neurodivergence of people who think differently, but like after a certain amount of time being exposed to certain kind of environmental factors and certain kind of societal conversations, you end up with um, the ways in which people think being so divergent from the norm or from these standards that they almost have to be reclassified in a mental way, like mentally reclassified as neurodivergent. Like your brain just doesn't operate the way a person who was born in the 50s brain would operate. And why? Is because there was different stuff going on that their minds were required to wrap around that ours just weren't, and vice versa, right? Like we are going through stuff that their minds were not required to wrap around in their formative years and their young adulthood and stuff like that. So it's a lot, man. you know um Especially with the internet just kind of like kind of exacerbating things. It's another $20 word for you. Making things extremely worse, kind of all at once. Setting things on fire, because that's kind of what the internet does. It just flames everything. Um, Save, duplicate, make this smaller. So yeah, being a game developer as a black person, oh my gosh, it's like I wasn't prepared for this. Like I was seriously unprepared for this, because like you just have to have a certain mindset to want to approach this. um I mean, at least this way, like like I could have gone to school for 4 years for this, but I didn't. And I say I could have, but yeah. um Growing up in the Midwest, there weren't that many options for game development. So that's what happens, especially the Midwest in the late 90s was not a place for video game developers. Like the only school that I was aware of in the late 90s, I think was called Digipin, which was based in Seattle, and I think it was like the school that Nintendo was getting a lot of its recruits from, because Nintendo's U.S. headquarters at the time was, I mean, and they probably still are, was based in Seattle, and so yeah, there was that. But I was like, I don't really want to work for Nintendo. I was trying to start my own company, you know, because I mean, even as a 17-year-old coming out of high school, I was like, yeah, I gotta make my own stuff. You can't keep doing things like this. All right, so you see what I'm trying to go for, right? This little spot is killing me, man. Let me see if I can. Oh, I don't want to take this out of here neither. Let me see if I just. I need like 4. I need 4. I need 4. So I'm just gonna come over here, split this out. I'm going to I need those 4. And then I'm gonna group them and place them right here, but then also like a little bit that way, and then right there. There we go. Keep it like that. Keep it like that. All right. So you see all of this that I did? Look at all of this. All of this almost unnecessary amounts. And if I group it all, ooh, save, because that's going to probably make Inkscape want to crash. You're going to make me crash. Bye-bye. Man. All right. Here we go. Boom. So the problem here now, what I did kind of stupidly was I made all these seats, but they're all empty, right? So now I have to fill them, which means it's probably better if I just delete this all and then come over here and what I was gonna do, this is what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to avoid making people with like arms and legs and all this kind of stuff. It's just, oh boy. All right. You gotta do what you gotta do. Arms and legs. Here we go. Let's see. Hold on. Before I do that, let's make it like this and this. And then, so there's a couple of ways I could do this. But I think the way I'm gonna do it is, let's see. People don't want to have super long arms. That's about right. Something like that. Okay, so what I gotta do, what I'm going to do, what I get to do. Hey, that's the positive way of saying that, right? Duplicate that, and then I'm going to make that a path, and then I gotta make this like I gotta half this, or like cut it in half. And I don't quite know how to do that the right way yet, so I'm just gonna do it the sloppy way, which is fine, which is cool. And then I'm gonna make this, let's see, fill, let's do the brown guy. This brown guy, and then make this guy same deal, but on top of this, like that. Okay. And then like a little fist, I guess. Or I mean, everybody shouldn't have a phone in their hand, but like, Maybe I'll make a polygon. Let's make a polygon. Do like this, 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 and this, and this. Wish my voice was deeper. There we go. All right, so then make the stroke style 2.355 just to fit with everything else. Now, these are things right here, what you see me doing right now, something that I've been avoiding for a long time. Man, y'all don't even know. Super long time. Been avoiding this. Hi. All right, so then get rid of that. Oh, actually, these two need to be grouped because they're part of the same thing. So this goes like that. And then this actually sits right here. And maybe I can scale this down a little bit even. Something like that. I don't know. And then, should I make this guy go under here? Or over here? I don't know. We'll see. Come back to that. Maybe I'll do something like this. So it looks like he's got something on. And then I can always change the color of this to like make it back into a shirt. A long sleeve joint. You know what? Actually, let me just do that. Let me just make this long. To make it easier on myself, I'm over here trying to do too much again. So let's make this guy's shirt. So maybe I could change the colors. Everybody's wearing long sleeve white shirts because that's, I don't know, they got something to do with it's got something to do with a cult. No. Maybe not. Maybe a gray. Nah, huh? Man, I guess it should be white. Yeah. All right. Right? I don't know how I feel about that. Not because it's white, you guys. I promise. Okay. So we got like the, wave your hands in the air. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Let me see here. I guess I want this 5 maybe. Yeah, something like that. And then take this fill, make it this. Oh, and then I have to make another one of these to make his hair kind of black, I guess. Do I care about that? No, they all bald-headed. Screw it. They're all bald-headed, and they have no necks. These are no-neck Nicholases. And then I guess I'll just dupe this, and then I'll make like legs. One over here. Oof. And this one is definitely going to go down below that. And then I got to make another leg that kind of smaller. Oops, not skinnier, not smaller. This isn't ideal. It's not ideal. Because at the end of the day, like, watch this. You're not even going to be able to tell. There's no point in trying to make it like super. Matter of fact, let me see. Is this already a path? Is not. Well, maybe if it was. Let me see. I'm just going to scale this down. Boop. So now they're like, Jameson? Is that the guy's name in on Family Guy? The like sailor pirate guy who has peg legs. Peg leg Jameson. Turn this off. But these are going to be like, I don't know, blue jean-y type of kind of white t-shirt and blue jeans. That's the American way, right? It's got a little junk in the trunk. It's all good. Actually, is this a path yet? This is not a path yet. So let me make this a path. Yep. And then save. And then come back here and make it a square. Scale this down just a smidge. That's probably more than a smidge, but that's okay. Because this guy's legs are going to be together for the most part anyway. Together forever. And then I'll quickly make like feet. Punched her in the belly and stepped on her feet. Strong. The kiss was gone. Something is wrong. I said, what is going on? I tried to break it up. I said, stop it. Leave her. If I can't have you, she can't either. She grabbed me closely by the... Shout out to Slick Rick. Let me stop before I get the kibosh. You want to see, you know what I'm saying? Like that song, Lottie Dottie, you kind of want to always have it in your back pocket. Like if you can't recite at least a good portion of Lottie Dottie, then you trash. At least if you claim you love hip hop and you can't recite, like, I don't know, some of it. Lottie Dottie, we like to party, we don't cause trouble. If you don't know the next line, and it's like, yeah, get your hip hop card revoked. These feet are too big. These feet are way too big. That's better. You can't really. You won't know. You'll never know. I don't know. Is that good enough? I feel like. Okay, that might be one of these two. Yeah. And then I guess I have to make a duplicate of this and then do one of these things. Yoink. Turn this back on. Boom. Okay. Oh wait, but this one, let's see. There we go. That's going to suffice. Right? Let me see. Am I doing this right? Let me save. I feel like something's slow on me right now. Okay. That looks about right. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a couple variations, and then I'm going to group these guys. Duplicate. Yeah, a couple variations. One holding the phone. Let's get the guy holding the phone real quick. Let's make this phone. Not some. It's a phone. That's fine. And then let's do grayer, I guess. Maybe yellower. I don't want to like. Oh yeah, because I want glow in there too. Because it's like they tend to be. Let's try to get this. Okay, and this is going to be a somewhat bit blue, and then I'm gonna make. Let me cut the path, object to path, and then I'm gonna make another one that has kind of like a overtone. Well, first of all, Take the stroke off. And then the blur. Throw some blur on it. Throw some blur on that itch. But like brighter? Maybe not so much blur. Just a little bit of blur. Okay. So then this goes, I group these, then I put these under here. Yeah, that's gonna have to do. Oh my gosh, hold on. Turn this off. Do I want to skew it? Yeah, I'll skew it this way. Maybe, I think that's actually gonna have to be good enough. Okay, and then I'm gonna duplicate another one. And this guy is gonna have his hands down. This is gonna have to be over the pants. There we go. And then what do I do with this? What do I do with this? Do I do something here? Woo! Maybe this should go in this guy's hand. And then this one should be like the I don't know, man. I'm gonna group them. Group them. Group this one to Jack. All right, so then the other part that makes this kind of sketchy is I gotta now figure out how in the wide world of sports, look at this. Look at that, it's not that way. Oh yeah, okay. This skew is definitely in my favor. Oh wait, this skew's definitely in my favor. See, I missed the opportunity there a little bit the first time. Why is this? Okay, so hold on. Oh, why are there? Oh, it's because I grouped the whole thing. Oh man. Okay, save, because this is gonna be a headache if I don't. Yeah. So you're standing here. You're cheering. You and your cheering are cheering. Gotta use that one day. I'm trying to get you in the stands cheering with your cheering. Something like that, you know. There we go. Maybe a little bit more of this. Yeah. And we'll have, I should probably just keep one out here just for, you know, editing modifications. Oh, you know what I also should do before I get too far into this? I should make different skin tones of each just to avoid, because obviously some of these people are going to have hair. They shouldn't all be bald headed and all this kind of stuff. So like duplicate this one and probably like a few times. Got to make, you know. And then I get to pick from the litter. Pick of the litter. This one was like this at regular, right? More or less. More or less. So then, woo! We gotta have one with both hands up, maybe. This one should have both hands up? I don't know. Okay, so we got the dark brown guy. Let's see. We got the slightly lighter. A little bit lighter than that. Okay, save. Across the board. Now that allows me to, gives me some more flexibility. Okay, so now we take this one, make this guy, let's see, pasty? Let's go pasty. With a little bit of a tan, a little bit of what do you call that? Healthy, whatever. Melanin activation. You know, because you don't want to be alabaster. You don't want to be as white as the t-shirt. I mean, no offense to people who are, but like those people complain when they go out in the sun. Oh my gosh, I'm burning alive. It's a thing that happens. You know what I mean? Like porcelain skin is what they call it, and there's good qualities to that, I guess, and then there's natural consequences. All right, so then a couple of ladies. Let's do a really easy hairstyle. Really easy hairstyle. Boop and boop. That simple. I'm not even trying that hard. Not right now. I'll pay an artist later. So let's get these women some strokes. And actually this one should go underneath. Right there. See, look, it's a ponytail. You gotta use your imagination, folks. It's a Davy Crockett hat, and nah, let me see here. Let's just get this up a little bit more. Like I said, I'm really not gonna try that hard with this one because these are crowd members, and I'm not saying crowd members are not important. You know, don't get it twisted. Oh shoot, I meant for this to be the fill, and we're gonna do one blonde and one brunette. No redheads, unfortunately, folks. You guys are gonna have to petition me later. I ain't got time. Take the saturation. I don't know. Blonde is what color? What color is blonde? Is it like? Let's see. Yeah, that's like a. That'll work. That'll work. So of course we got with the blondes we have more of the what they call it, nude. Yikes. Duplicate that, put it over here. And I mean, I could put variation in this. I can do like, let's do like some variation. Boop. And boop. So this one has a little bit of a tan. Been outside for a little bit longer. Yeah, that's also, that looks way better. And I'm gonna say, that works. That's fine. And then one more for this one here. Dupe. Uh-oh. They're not all aligned. So that's why that's like that. That's that on that. So this one even has like a slightly more like melanated Okay, and then I take that and I say save, dupe it again, bring it down, and then we're gonna make this brunette. So something closer to like that, with a little bit more melanin in it, saturation, and darkness. Yeah. I mean, you won't really be able to tell. You won't really be able to tell, but let's see. All right. Take a sip of water. All right. Moving right along. Wait, why didn't you text me? People text me while I'm streaming. Oh, these are just notifications. All right. I should not be distracted by notifications. I know better, but I don't know. What do you want from me? People. That looks good. Another one. That looks okay as well. Yeah. All right. Well, should I just group? Nah. Well, I mean, I should just ungroup this, add this to the group, and then regroup it. That's really how that should go. Ungroup, incorporate, regroup. Okay, and then this one, maybe even a little darker. And same. This one, a little lighter. Okay. I like playing with skin tones, honestly. It's like an exploration for me, you know? Of like, what does color mean? Cause like you can't just make a person's skin orange, you know? That's not how I mean. It's not normal. Why are we talking about it's about to crash. It's about to crash. Save. Damn it. Here we go. Bam. Well, I think I saved it. Let's open it back up. Start it up again. At least I know. You know what I'm saying? Like at least I have like a better idea now of when it's gonna happen. Yeah. I think what might be doing it is the me kind of selecting things by holding control down and then selecting a certain thing. That I think that might be doing it. It might be like overloading the whatever. Okay. So we got a couple of ladies types. We got some bald-headed dudes. Should I make hair for these guys? Should I care for these guys? Should I prepare for these skies? Should I share my disguise? Oh, no. Should I wear my disguise? It's the right way to do that. Oh no, what happened here with this? It's terrible. Oh my gosh. I don't have time for this. What is this? What's going on here? Because it used to be a circle. Look here. This is what you about to do. You're about to merge. Join selected nodes. There we go. Yep. So, because this is, yeah. Okay, wait, hold up. I need to create one right here. This is the one I want to create. And then that does that. And then this does this. And then something like this jig. Dr. Spock. Funk Dr. Spock. Okay, let me see. Then bam. Okay. So we got some saturation here and some. Okay. Man. All right. So now I gotta duplicate this, move it over to this guy, but I gotta put the snap on because it's not wanting to cooperate too much. You don't want to cooperate. That's okay. There we go. And then we do the same thing for this one. Okay. Okay. Let's just make sure that this thing does not crash on me. Uh-oh, it's about to crash on me. Damn it. What is going on? Is it about to crash on me? No? Okay, I just zoomed in too fast or too far. Okay. So then this guy can be blonde. He can be a blondie. Fat Five Freddy wants you. You know about Blondie being the first music video to incorporate hip hop in it on MTV, and she butchered hip hop, and Fab Five Freddy was sitting there not happy at all. You go watch the video. It's called what was it called? Rapture. Rapture. Boo. Let me see if I do this and then do that. Yeah, that's how I want to do it. Ungroup and then regroup. Ungroup and then regroup. Do the same for these. Ungroup, regroup. Oops, nope, I didn't want to duplicate. I wanted to save, and then I wanted to ungroup, regroup. And I do the same thing over here. Ungroup, regroup. These keys. Okay. And group. All right. We are all set, people. Oh, maybe not. We did I say ungroup, regroup? I guess we'll ungroup this and then regroup here. And then the last one, ungroup, regroup. So these should all be grouped in. All right, cool. So now I can remove these guys entirely. Get out of here. You guys are... let's see. So now, save. Now, I duplicate this guy, put him here, ish. And then kind of place him there, I guess. There you go. Okay. I'll take this guy, put him here, make him smaller by a little bit. Oh, damn it. No, that's right. That's right. That's right. Smaller by a little bit, right? No, that's not right. Turn that on. Then make them smaller by a little bit. Then skew them. Then rotate them just a smidge. And take a lady. I'll take this one. Put her, same situation. Shorten, smallen, smallify. Okay. And then, okay. Might have to turn off snapping again. Snapping is killing me, man. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off snapping. We're not doing this. Okay. I'll bring this guy in here. Everybody's wearing white shirts because, like I said, it's a culture. Personality. Culture, personality. Uh-oh. Damn, it's about to crash on me again, bro. What is going on? Or maybe... I thought it was going to crash on me, but I don't know what happened. Okay, well, guess for now, we'll just keep pushing along. Oh, wait, I need to get up here. There we go. And, you know, I can't make this so that it's dynamic enough to like... Oh, I should have put a different one of him. I'll put a different one. I'll put this guy. I'm not going to be able to make this so that... Same size-ish, maybe a little bit bigger. He's from Norway. I make him super tall. No, I'm just playing. So that, like, they're different every time, you know? Like, that would be dope if I could make it so that these guys and girls are different every time. But them's the breaks. It don't work. It don't always work that way. That's the breaks. That's the breaks. Now, am I filling all of these seats? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing all that. I mean, I filled all the seats in the theater. We shall see. We shall see. An hour and 10 minutes in. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me here. It's your boy, Stubby Cash. Right now I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to plan this art because I could fill these seats up and it would be dope. Man, I really don't want to. But ain't nobody else gonna do it. No Nobody else but me. Nobody else but me. People on the aisles, I don't know. Pick another one. Did I have a blonde girl in here yet? I do not have a blonde lady. Let's take this blonde lady up here. Shrink her down. Oh boy. Slow down there now. And then I can always like throw her friend in here and be like, woo! I wanna see you work out. Work out loud. Woo! All right, so those people are in there. This is starting to, this is coming together a little bit. I mean, they're all wearing white though. Man, I don't want to change the colors of what they're wearing. Cause like over here, and then of course, you know, we got like this guy is gonna have to have like a different, I don't know, even that. Give this guy that. Just make it a little bit more, I don't know. What would you say, realistic? Diverse. Has some diversity. And one of these guys. Boink. And this guy needs to come out of here. That's good enough. Let's do this guy. Make another one of these. Actually, do I have a different? I have this. Yeah. And then this one over here, maybe? It's like this one. All right, that's good enough for now. Save it. Save it. I can get away with it. I think I can do this. Am I gonna take the whole stream to do this? All right. So no, I'm not gonna take the whole stream to do this because this gets boring. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not completely ambivalent. I understand. So I want to see some real game dev today. So we're gonna put some real game dev up on the screen. Let's see, construct 3 and me. Hold up. Because I don't feel like slouching today. Yeah, that looks good. So then, what did I do over here that I needed to save? I need to save this? Okay, fine. Save that. Okay, so, oh, you know what? Let me show you what I've worked on. And it's still up now, so it should be good to go. Let me just do all the stuff that I gotta do to get this ready for you guys to see it. Oops, not that one. Wrong key. This key. Okay. So where was I with this? Ooh, all right. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, so I made. Let me. Oh. All right. So I'm gonna have to make a few more singles, a few more tracks that are not published. So to do that, I'm gonna come over here. How many beats do I have right now? None? Wow. Okay. Buy some beats. Buy some beats from the homie. MO Better. And DJ Scraps. How many beats do I need to? Oof. I can't afford all these beats. Man, all right. I'm gonna have to fudge some numbers here. Give me a second. My rapper has just hit the lottery. You see that 7,000 I just put in there? Okay. $7,000. Now I can get some more beats. Right now, there was one at the bottom here, 750. Trying to get the cheapest ones on the list right now. There's one that's at like 1,200, 1,950. All right. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that should be enough for me to make another album. So now I gotta write enough verses. How many verses do I currently have? I have 1 verse? Oh man. I gotta write at least 7 more verses. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Oh no, it's getting out of control. All right, I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that. That's definitely not something that I want to do. So, what happened? What happened? When I go to work, studio right events. Oh, I think I know what happened. I think it had something to do with these time things. So where is it at? Where is it at? So if the Huh. Okay, wait a minute. Let's go back. Why is that happening? Why is this happening? Let's take a look. Rapper, my rapper, my rapper, my rapper. Yeah. Say 20. I don't know if this is definitely not going to fix anything here, but I don't want it to get so far out of hand. Okay. So if I have, hold on, man. When am I, what? Really? Oh, here we go. When am I calling, other than here, write topic to all event sheets, add int random 023. Hold on, y'all. How many times am I doing that? Let's see. Global functions, studio write events is touching. Okay. When am I calling this function on RVA? Oh, when I let's see. Oh boy, here we go. If I'm touching this, then call RVA. If I'm touching this, then call RVA. But what is this? What is this? If the layout equals studio, whoa. Oh, I know what happened. There's got to be some kind of. Okay, I'm just gonna have to disable that for now. That's what that was. So I think I had like a in-app purchase thing in here, and I deleted it, and it was saying that if the in-app purchase is successful, then do this thing. I deleted the in-app purchase I don't know what you call it, plugin. I deleted the in-app purchase plugin, and this is what ended up happening. It made it so that there's no qualifying. So like basically, anytime I'm on Studio Right, it's just gonna keep adding and adding and adding and adding and adding. So I'm just gonna disable that for now. And I think it's time for me to take a little break. An hour and 20 minutes in. It's a ghost town in here. Nobody's really in here with me. So, as far as I could tell. Yeah. I think it's just me by myself right now. But this is a good time for everybody to take a little snack break, bathroom break, whatever it is you got to do. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, maybe. So give me 1 second. All right. And I'm back. All right, here we go. So I just took a quick break to get a little snacky snack. I like my little fruit snacks and my little this is also fruit snacks, but these are like the sour raisins. They're pretty good. I like them. Hopefully they don't cause cancer with what do they have in them? Natural flavors, you know. We call that badger pea. It's very possible. But, you know, it is what it is. So, just doing this to kind of keep the palate a little wet. All right, here we go. So, appreciate you rocking with me on this April the 9th. Shout out to my brother. He had a birthday yesterday. 30th birthday for the Devout Joystick. For y'all that do not know about the Devout Joystick, I will actually show you his YouTube page. All right. So this is my brother Chris. He's got a whole YouTube page where he's built out a bunch of different kind of approaches to games where he plays them, he reacts to them, he unboxes them, he talks about them, and he's actually in school for game design. He's going to Full Sail, I believe. So, you know, shout out to my brother Chris, the Devout Joystick. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel. Follow him on Facebook as well. Follow him on Facebook. Yeah, doing his thing, right? Proud of you, little bro. He's like almost like he's like a half a generation behind me or something like that. He's like 9 years younger than me. I know he looks nothing like me, but we're definitely brothers. Okay, so I was using that to look at the stadiums and figure out how to actually build. Y'all can see what I was going for. Going back to the Construct 3 and me view. What was I doing? So I figured that whole thing out. So now it's time to rerun this and see if it doesn't give me the same error as before where it was bugging out. It's bugging out. Bugging out. It was bugging out. Okay. So it was not bugging out this time, which let me go in here and reset these things back to 20s. Okay. Oh, wait. There we go. All 20s. Okay. So let's just get this out the way. I don't really care. Blah, 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 blah. It's about intonation in this case. Adverse. Now I'm going to get ultra extraordinary with the splendiferous bars that I spit when I catapult to Mars, and I'm trying to avoid SARS, COVID vaccine with the raps that are clean, and I attack the scene with the gasoline because I'm on fire. Yeah. Now I come with the heart and I say my part and I do everything because I love the art. And I try to just go from the start with everything that I love. And I dearly depart anybody that tries to go against that from the start. And I think I said start already, but that's okay because everything I say is heavy. And I'm with a heavy heart today because DMX just passed away. And I have to say, okay. So you can do that if you want to. You can, do your own little like freestyle while you play it. You know, you don't have to, but I just did that to kind of, you know, flex the rap skills a little bit. You know, let y'all know I got it. I got something. I ain't got it per se, but you know. So that was 3 verses. I think I need like 3, maybe 4 more. So I'll come back and just go down the list. And then go in the reverse order. Yep. This is gonna be a mixed bag. And then I'm gonna do another generic. This bar is generic. My name is Eric. I'm gonna have to say, I'm not Bo Derek. Okay, and another verse. Story time. Kind of like Adventure Time, but without Jake and Finn. But the Finn is gonna be the end. Cause when I say it begins, then we gonna start and we gonna take the part of the story that we start at. Cause that's how we go, like cardiac. I'm part of that. Man, listen. I'm just playing with y'all. I'm just playing. One more time. Let's do a bunch of punchlines. Cause just like in the 4th quarter, when you hit that 3 at the buzzer, it's crunch time. And then after that, cause the game started in the morning, when the game is over and we just celebrating at lunchtime. Never mind. And then after lunchtime, we come out into the sunshine. Cause when sun rhymes. All right. Never mind. So finishing this off, just to kind of get these out of here. Blah, 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 blah. You can say blah, blah, or you can say blah, blah. It doesn't matter. It's all rah, rah. You see the crowd cheering in the back. They like, ha, ha. They laughing at you because you lost. Oh, wait, hold up. How do you earn these topic subjects? So, 2 things happen. One is you can hit this little button down here, and what this button is supposed to represent. Now, pay attention to like the little cerebral. If I hit that, you see it went up. A couple of these other ones went up too, right? They go up. What's supposed to happen here is when you hit this, you get hit with a, do you want to watch an ad to, you know, da-da-da-da. So then you watch the ad. After you watch the ad, you get the same thing that happens here when I hit this now is what's going to happen. You get a randomized number of topics. Now, another way to get these topics is to just let the game go. Time goes by every week, I believe. I have it right now. Every week in the game, which is like, I don't know how many, 7 times 24 minutes, right? So you'd have to play for an extended amount of time, but like I can make it do something different. But the point is that you would let the time go by in the game, and after a certain amount of time, you would just earn topics. Now, the reason I did it like that was because I know that there's more to do in the game than just writing bars. Obviously, like once you have a certain number of bars written, you don't have to necessarily worry about that anymore. You can now go focus on recording, performing, doing interviews, etc. But with all those things happening, time also is going by in the game. And so, you know, like 3 weeks have gone by in this game up here at the top. 3 weeks, 4 days, and right now 0 hours, but it's about to be 1 in a little bit. So yeah, I mean, that's where I have it right now. I can also make it so that there's a store that you can go to, and you can buy topics from the store. I don't have this all set up yet, but I will have this at one point to where if you want to get more topics and you don't want to wait, you can watch ads or you can go buy some with like a certain amount of money. Like 99 cents will buy you like 20 topics each for each of the like 20 instances of each topic or something like that, you know. So we'll figure it out. But now it's time to go to the booth and knock these out. It'd probably be good for me to have the audio on for this. Okay. Actually, it doesn't matter if I have the audio on. I'm rated 87 or something. So. Oh, actually. I don't know if I ever tried that. Oh, I know how to do that. Okay. Irritating haircut, yeah. Get back into the booth. Nobody said you could come out the booth. I'm finished. I really can just parallel basketball. That's what happens when you go to like one of those large gyms that has a bunch of basketball courts next to each other. You're playing basketball next to another group of people who are playing basketball on the court next to yours. It's parallel basketball. Ew, ew. Gabby note. Sore smell. Odd knowledge. There we go. Like that one. Of course, I can put my own in there if I wanted to. Hey, boo. Erica Larice is in the room, y'all. Owner of... Hold on. I can't do 3 things at once. Where was I at? Let's see. No, I'm gonna finish. Owner of Let's Go Conjure, the sustainable fashion house that is in the making. What y'all know about sustainable fashion? They dump so many things in rivers, y'all, when it comes to like making just clothes, like the ink, the stuff that they use to make the fabrics. Just there's so much like fast fashion that gets created for people to just go buy it, like Forever 21 or something, and people then like wear it for a season and then toss it, and that's horrible because then like it just gets piled into the like landfills and stuff, or I mean, you know, it might go to a certain kind of consignment store or something, but like most fashion is not properly taken care of when it comes to, you know, protecting the planet and not littering and not, you know, we got to recycle things. We got to upcycle, recycle, be sustainable. It's important. And my lady's a fashion designer who's focused on trying to be sustainable, but also hella fashionable. So that's what she is up to with Let's Go Conjure, because she's trying to conjure the goodness in all of us. Make good things happen too. Let me see. Where am I at with these tracks? How many tracks do I have now? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need one more, right? Let me see. Yeah, I need one more, because you need 8 to Gotta get that 8th one. This won't activate. So let's go back. Do I have enough beats? Do I have a beat? Oh, I do have a beat. All right, cool. And let's take a punch line. Punch, 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 and punch, 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 and punch. Punch, punch, and punch, punch, and punch, 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 punch. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Cumbersome rabbits. Cumbersome? Toothsome cabbage? Fair road. Tested flawless shelf. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. We'll do flawless shelf. Okay, so now that I have, okay, so this is what I wanted to show y'all this whole time. I had to make enough tracks in order to show you guys this. I had made this one before, so these are the tracks that I was using before, and they all go into the track listing. You see this, the highlighted area, and then the Remarkable Blood is the name of the thing. This is an album rated 74, made at level 87. I'm still at level 87 right now, so the next one is also going to say made at level 87. But you see, I got the little slick cover art, or the album cover art that I had made on one of the streams previously. I put a little color in the background just to differentiate them. You'll see, hopefully, there will be a different cover. And I also made this. Oh, I didn't do it yet. So this is the next thing that I was going to work on from a development standpoint. And I might actually do that with the remaining time of this stream. So we'll see. So I can't pick tracks that have already been selected for an album. If these tracks are already on an album, they will not be selectable. Okay. But the ones that have, oh, come on with this. What happened? What happened? Hold on. How did this break? Okay. Let's take another look. Whackness. All right. This is making me mad. I got to think about this now. Let's see. Going back to construct. What would it be that caused that to happen? Let's think about this for a second. Now I'm slouching, so bring this down a little bit because I'm angry. Slouching. Angry slouching. So the page, okay. Let's go back down to the pagination. Pagination is not here, it's here. So when this is the case, all right, I think I know what I can debug here, so let me just try to do that. Give me a second here before I pull the screen all the way up and embarrass myself. So I have let's see, it's called max index is 7, min index is 8. So max index is incorrect. Why my tracks dot height? Okay, so my tracks dot height. So let's see how this plays out when I open this up and then I go here. Max index is 0. Min index is 0. Max index is 7. Min index is 8. Max index should be, this should be, okay. So because at least I know kind of what's broken, I can show you what happens if I say 15. Okay. Wait. because it's not going to change. Oh my gosh, it does change. All right, so what's the problem here? When the page number is greater than 1, but is also equal to the total number of pages, so when it's 2 and there's total number of pages is 2, I set max index to 7 up here, just in case y'all can't see it. I'm going to zoom in. 1, 2, 3, 4 times zoom. Let's take y'all down here. Here we go. set max index to 7 plus my tracks dot height, and then this little percentage sign 8 is basically like the remainder after 8. So how many? So if I have like, where can I explain this best? Excuse me. If I go to my tracks and I look at the height here, it's 16. Okay. So if I take 16 percentage sign 8, let me show y'all. How would I show you guys this? I can show you in 16 mod 8. Oh no, 16 mod 8 is 0. That's why. Okay. 16 mod 8 is 0. So 7 plus 0 is literally, man, okay. Okay, so then I think I have another thing here that shows something else. So back to construct 3, and then I say if max index equals 0, then set max. So I made a little thing for myself just in case that does happen, right? So basically, if 16 divided by, or if 16 puts me at 0, because like, okay, so think about it like this. With a 0-based index, I go from 0 to 7. 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. I'm holding up the third finger on the second hand. That's 8, right? So then I would go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's the third finger on the second hand. 15 from starting from 0, right? So 15 would be a total of 16 when you include that 0 in there, right? But if I have a total number of 16 tracks in this case, then doing this whole mod thing where the percentage sign is, so the height is 16 mod 8, which basically means you would start back at 0. Because 15, if it was 15, then it would be the mod would be 7, because you'd have 8 plus what equals 15. 8 plus 7 equals 15, right? But 8 plus what equals 16, and that would be 8. But then you're left with 8, and so you go 8, like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain the math, really. I understand it, but I don't know how to explain it. It's like, if you remove 8 from 8, you get 0. And that's the reason why it shows up as 0. So when you have, okay, so just imagine that I know what I'm talking about, okay? So then if in the event that max index equals 0, because numbers are hard, then set max index to 7 plus, and then I have 8 times the album track list page number minus 1. So if the page number is 1, no, if the page number is 2, right? If the page number is 2, which it currently is, right, up here, if it's greater than 1, that means it's 2, because there's integers, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if it's greater than 1, it's 2 or more, right? So in this case, if the total number of pages is 2 and it's greater than 1, which means it's 2, then that oh wait, album track list page number, no, that's right, minus 1 is 1. So 8 times 1. So for some reason this isn't triggering right. So let me see what happens, why it's going on like that. I'm gonna log. I'm gonna say this should end up with 7? No, this should end up with 15. If the total number is 16, if the total height of the tracks list is 16. So the reason that I put this in here is so that I can look in the debugger and see how would this go. I look in the debugger and then I would look for that log message, and if the log message doesn't show up when I'm expecting it to show up, then that means that it's not even hitting the thing right. Let me see. So it's not even showing up. That's weird. 8, 7. That's weird. I had this working just a second ago. Well, not a second ago, but like when the height was 15 instead of 16, it was working. So for some reason, let's see. Max index equals 0. So that's the problem, is max index did not equal 0, it equaled 7. Maybe if I do a different thing. Maybe if I say my tracks dot height mod 8 equals 0. Then I think let me see, that might work. Yeah. Let's see if that fixed it. Let's take a look. Hey, I fixed it on the stream. 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 Fixed it on the stream. I fixed it on the stream. I'm probably all kinds of offbeat because of the latency, but it's okay. So now we can look at these. We can go, Now you can create. Now I can title it. Jagged mint. That's interesting because it's like it makes your breath fresh, but it might cut your tongue. And now it shows up. And then you can see all of the things that oh no, it's not pulling the right things though. No, it's not pulling the right ones. Okay. I can fix that. I think I know how to fix that. How I would fix that, first of all, I'm going to save. You always got to save. Never forget to save, people. So I fixed one thing and I broke another. I didn't break it, but let's see. That means that when I click on, so when I click on a catalog list item, that's this whole thing, this whole block. which is this whole crazy block. When I click on this, so a couple of things are happening. You hear the little rim shot sound, and then it kind of you have to tap on it, right? On tap gesture specifically. If you just click and let go in a different place, then it doesn't count as a tap. So, so kind of like, I don't know, animates a little bit. And then you get the little pop-up that comes up that shows you like all of the different things. So what I want to do here is I want to say type my projects.at, yes, rating, blah, 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 blah. And then I want to get to this one right here, which is the important one. Repeat, and it looks all condensed because I normally have I normally have it at this level, or maybe this level. So I think I'm missing something here. My projects tracks at this is what it is. So my projects tracks at 0. Okay, so I have to break my brain a second to kind of fix it and set it. So this one is a 3-dimensional array, which means on the z-axis, I'm tracking these things on the z-axis and not on the x-axis. So what does that mean? It means, well, one way to figure this out is for me to go to the game preview, and then let's take a look at my projects tracks. My projects tracks. Yeah, right here. My projects tracks. So the depth is 2. And the reason the depth is 2 is because that's how many projects there are. If there was only one project, and I should have showed you this before I created the thing. Actually, you just trust me. So, so what I can do then is figure out the loop index needs to be the z index for sure. Actually, no. Okay, I got it. The loop, okay, so the loop index, so 0 loop index, and then what do I want to use? My projects. My projects dot height minus 1. Yes, that's what I want to use. Let me see. I'll try to explain this to you. So basically, and this should work. This will work because I know what I'm doing at this point. I'm a full-on game designer. Watch, people. So, what's supposed to happen, or what's gonna happen, is it's going to. So my projects dot height is 2 because there's 2 projects. So if I take, because it's a 0-based index, the z index is. If I take 2 minus 1 is 1, right? 1 minus 1 is 0. So at the 0 index, that would be the first set of track lists or track list items, right? That would be for the first album. The second album, the track list items will be at index 2 minus 1, height minus 1, right? So the third will be at 3 minus 1, which is 2, and so on. So it'd be 0, 1, 2 instead of 1, 2, 3. That's the tricky part that I'd be forgetting about sometimes. And I even forgot about the z-axis the z-axis entirely this time. So I'll show you. Where was I before? I'm gonna go into the my projects tracks, and you see the depth right now is 1. It's because I only have one project that I've made. And I have a whole track list of items, right? From exotic mist to nappy sticks at the end. But I'm about to make a new project using these 8, right? Create it. And I called it something else. Jumbled spade. I think I had said jagged mint, right? So I'm gonna jagged mint. Hey, I got a purple one this time. All right. So now when I click on this, let me just to compare, just to show you. Oh my gosh. Well, hold on. Let me see. Well, you'll see that the depth is 2 here. It was 1, now it's 2. So let me think about this for a second as to why this did not work. It's completely not pulling from the right place. And I think I know why. Folks. Let's see. So, loop index is correct. My projects.height -1 is wrong. And this is wrong because it won't always be the very last project that you're referencing. Sometimes it'll be, and was I not supposed to put the space in there? Forget it, whatever. Sometimes it'll be catalog. Yeah, it'll be catalog list item dot index. That's what is it -1 catalog list item index? Yeah, I think it's just catalog list item index. Let's start there and see what happens. Because the catalog list item index is it's the index of, so the list items, man, this is a like hyper complicated thing, but I'll show you here. This is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. So this index is 0, which means that's going to be the index of the my projects tracks database, where I'm pulling from, on the z-axis, I'm pulling 0, or I'm pulling 1, or I'm pulling 2, or I'm, so on and so forth. And when I pull these numbers, it'll say, okay, well, these are all the tracks for this index. These are all the tracks for this index. So let's see how that plays out. Oh, did I even show you? I didn't even show you the thing. I'll be switching between. Okay, let's do this one more time. So these come up as they should, which is a good sign. Okay, create this and call it jagged mint. Cut your tongue, make you fresh. Boom. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. So this one pulls up, but this one did not. Okay, so let's look at the, I'm figuring it out. I'm getting closer. Because last time, even the first one didn't work. Exotic mist, 0. Remarkable rate, 0. Outstanding box, 0. Putting 0 for everything. Why is that? Okay, well, that might be because something is getting incorrectly placed when I hit the create album button. Oh man, let's see. Am I calling a function here? Enough tracks to false. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna figure it out. My projects, tracks to album. Okay, so when I call tracks to album, let's figure out why tracks to album broke on me this time. Where is it at? Tracks to album. Okay. Repeat my tracks height times. Set projects, self height depth +1 makes sense, I guess. This number actually needs to be total, let's see, TRK, what is the oh, this needs to be my projects dot t total track total. Oh, that's not a good idea though, because if I made like a 20 track, okay. Let's just keep that as it is. Because when I make new, yeah. When I make new items, it'll just create a new item instead of limiting it to a certain size. And then I already had it at 20, and then I made a size that was 8. So I cut all the other ones off from the previous albums that had more than 8 tracks or something like that. All right, so then figuring it out. Let's see. For whatever reason, this was not getting properly created. So let's see why. I need to switch. It's not getting properly created. 2, 3, 4. So you can see it. So you can see where I'm at with this. Here I am. Okay. So okay. So first of all, is the value at 23 equal to 1? So let me go into, let me refresh this and go back here and then look at the debug and then look here. Tracks, my tracks. So let's keep that. Okay. So I'm going to be looking down, I'll be looking down here. Okay. Keep that in mind. So when I go here, and I go here, I go here, click, 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 and click. Now, before I hit anything, you'll see down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There are 8 selected, which is correct. So the question becomes, when I hit create, what's supposed to happen is my project's tracks gets created. So let's see. My project's tracks, the depth will change to 2. And then the next thing after Exotic Mist should be Steady, what is it called? Slimy Bath, okay? So I should see Slimy Bath after Exotic Mist when I hit create. But it went to 0 for some reason. Okay. So that's what we're gonna figure out right here. My projects set track total to self track total plus 1, yeah. Track rating total, set size to 7. Okay, that makes sense because the size of my project's tracks is 7. It's go 0 to 6, right? That's 7. Set value at 0, self height minus 1, because if the height is if the my project's height is 2, then I want the index to be 1. So I take that minus right there. You'll see here. But if I want the height to be -1. The reason I want the height to be -1 is because if there are 8 tracks, right, then that means, again, I got to start with the 0 index. So that'd be 0 to 7, not 1 to 8. So that's why this -1 is here. My track's at 0 loop index. So maybe this is the problem. I'm going value at 23 loop index equals 1. So we saw that all of the selected tracks were listed as 1 in that slot 23 that I was looking at over here in the game preview. We were looking down here. Wait, where they at? We were looking down here. These are the ones that are supposed to have been selected, okay? So, all right, let's get that off the screen. So if set value at 0, so -1, set it to my tracks.at loop index, which is, that's right. But for whatever reason, okay. So one thing that I know that's working correctly is that it's putting it on the correct Z index. So it's saying, should I turn my mic up? Yeah, it's putting it on the right Z index. So it's saying, make another array below the first array. And we're going to call that array, Z index 1 when the first array was Z index 0. So then the next array is going to be Z index 2 and so on and so forth. But the thing is, I'm pulling that properly, but I'm not pulling the value of what's in my tracks in correctly. So what's the problem there? So the way I can kind of figure that out is I should probably put a log that says loop index and then say, put that right here. Come back and play that again. See what happens. Okay, I'm gonna open up my little console here on the other side that y'all can't see, but it's okay, watch. Okay. Create. Now, wait a minute. I didn't, oh, no, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That is correct. Yeah, that's actually right. So let's see why, hold on. So the debugger is telling me everything went correct. So now I gotta figure out, okay, well, something's definitely happening Something's definitely wrong here. And I will figure this out before the stream is over. So hold your breath. At 0 loop index, that'd be 0, 8. Yeah, that's right. My project tracks that value. I might be doing this wrong here. It might have something to do with the y index. So if I say, okay, because here's the thing. This is telling me set the size of this entire array to width 7, height equals the same height as before plus 1, and then the depth to my project's.height. Meaning, in the case of the depth, this is how many, so the z-axis has to be as tall as however many projects I have. So if I have 2 projects, this needs to be 2 tall. If I have, 5 projects, needs to be 5 tall, etc. This part right here, though, adding height to this doesn't make sense. Nah, it don't make sense. I see where I messed up. Okay. I see. So I do want to add height to this, but I want to start the height at 0. So how would I do that? So basically the problem that I'm running into now is if I'm increasing, if with every new track that I'm adding to the track list of the second project, okay? The first project, I had 8 tracks. So when I first started the first project, my projects underscore tracks, my underscore projects underscore tracks, this array, the height of it was 0 because I didn't have any projects, I didn't have a track list, right? So when I created my first track list, I created the first Y or height, right, index. So I started with 0 because all of these things are based on 0. They start with 0. So if I wanted to make it 2 or 3 tall, then I would make 0, 1, and 2. And every time that I went through this loop to create a new track on the track list, I would add 1 to the height. So I'd start with, a height of 1, because that's like, you could start with the height of 0, whatever, and then you add 1, that's 1, right? And it works for the first one, but I need to do something to reset. Basically, I need to change the loop index from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 back to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But in order for me to even know which tracks to add to the album, I'm looking at my tracks, the my tracks array, and I'm saying, don't pick the ones that I've already selected for an album because those are off the table. Only pick the ones that I'm selecting for the new album because those are the only ones that are selectable at this point. That's why the first page of that kind of list that you saw pop up had nothing on it, right? So let me, just to take you back, keep you kind of looped in on what I'm talking about here. I got to start this over again just to show you how this all works, because this is pretty wild. This is a new problem for me. All right, so the first 8 have already been used to make a project. That's why you cannot add them to a new project, right? The second 8, now I could have put 9 or 10 in the first project, and then I would have had to make 2 more of these, and then, so on and so forth. But these 8 are not selected for a project yet. So this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 in terms of index, right? On the list of all the tracks that I have. So Exotic Mist would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. So what I'm doing is I'm saying at index 8, add that one to the track list. Then 9, then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Add all of those. And if I didn't add, 9, then it would skip over 9. But I have to have at least 8 to activate the create button, right? So, I'm gonna have to play with this a lot. I got another half an hour before the stream is over. But it's not pulling it properly. My projects making 0. 0. Meanwhile, tracks, it's working properly. How do I get this back to maybe every time maybe I have to create a new variable. It starts at 0 every time. That doesn't make sense though, because if the loop index starts at 8, because I'm on page 2. It's pulling 8, 9, 10, 11. So I don't want to subtract from 8, because that'll give me 0 here, but it'll give me -8, or -8 if I'm doing the first album, and then it won't show up. So I know there's a way to do this. I haven't, my mind hasn't clicked yet. Self-track rating total. Loop index. Okay, that's all correct. Oh, 3-dimensional arrays are hard. It's got to be... It's almost like I have to do a loop inside of this loop. That seems to be the only way to do this right. Or at least it's more complicated, of course, but it is possibly the best way to get away with it. But I got to figure out, I got to probably make a variable that holds the number of the loop index for this loop. But then I got to put another loop underneath it and then use that variable and then just increment the variable. So let's try that. Let's say tracks loop. I use my own conventions. What do I use? Tracks loop. Starts at 0. It's static. So then I say set value. Okay. So I set the tracks loop to loop index, and then I use tracks loop instead of loop index here. But then so then I make repeat track total. Yikes. Okay. Hold on. Damn it. Repeat however many times there are tracks selected. So where am I storing the number of tracks selected anywhere? Up here. Oh, this is so hard with this thing zoomed in so y'all can see it. I'm normally used to seeing it in smaller, and plus it takes forever to scroll through. Man. All right, let me see. I'm gonna get this, y'all. I'm gonna get this. I've solved harder problems, so it's just one I haven't seen before. Damn, I'm gonna take a snack break on this one. I gotta give me some brain food. Okay, I'm just gonna dump these all in my mouth. Oh. I can't make a loop that is based on track total. I want to make a loop that's based on track total. But track total, TRK total, this right here, this gets updated every time I do a loop. So maybe I do two separate loops, repeat. So if okay. So if I say The problem is I'm trying to think in 3 dimensions at once. That's what's stretching my brain out. I'm trying to think about this in terms of the z axis holding an entirely separate array from one index to the next. So every time you change indices, you're going 0, 1, 2, 3. You're going track list 0, track list 1, track list 2, track list 3, and that relates to project 0, project 1, project 2, project 3. But where you start on the y-axis should always be 0. Always. So maybe it's tracks loop, right? Am I doing this backwards? Because every time you're going through, oh, I see. Okay, wait. I think I had a brain blast like Johnny, Johnny? No, Jimmy Neutron. Yeah. All right. So I don't want to tie this to loop index. I want to tie this to, yeah. I want to add 1. So wait, I want to add. So every time that I hit a track that has been selected, I will add 1 to the tracks loop. Okay? All right? Stay with me. Every time I find a track that has been selected, because I'm looking through the entire list of all the tracks, because I have like however many pages. Right now I only have 2 pages because I only have 16 tracks. But if I have one day I have 150, 1,000 tracks or whatever, I got to go through all the pages, which will suck for people in the future. Maybe I can make it so that it goes like 5 at a time or whatever. But for now, right? Most people are not going to have a problem paging through 10 pages because that's 80 tracks. That means you made 80 tracks. That's 10 albums for most people, So, okay. So then you add 1 to tracks loop and then you say tracks loop minus 1. Yes. Yep. Loop index is this. This is tracks loop minus 1. Because no matter all you're doing is counting how many tracks have actually been selected. That's all that is. I could probably call this something else other than tracks loop, but like, I don't really care. Selected tracks, selected track index or something, whatever. I don't care. Minus 1. So this is what I'm going to use. Copy, and then I'm going to just pull this and put that into everything. Because it's always going to be correct on the first time around, but then the second time, problem is you're not starting from the same index. unless you have a. So now what I have to do then, before I get too far ahead of myself, I need to go and take. I need to set this back to 0 when I hit the, where's it at? When I hit this finish the album button. So I probably, yeah, track total. Oops. Oh, okay. So then that's fine. I could just come down here and do it this way then. Do it this way. I do it the hard way. I don't care. What? Okay, I'll put that up there, and then I'll put this down here. Boom. All right, I think I did it. Stay with me, folks. Stay with me. If there's anybody still in the chat, say what's up. Okay. So these work. Exotic Mist to Nappy Sticks, right? Oh my God, what's going on here? What is this? What happened? Why did that do that? Let's go back. Come back in. Do that again. Come back, do that. Do that. Okay. It was just weird. All right, bet. Watch this. Tangible machine. Sure, why not? Okay, so these still work. Exotic Mix to Nappy Sticks. Boom! Hey. Yeah. All right, it's time to celebrate. Yeah. All right, so I fixed it. I'm a genius all by myself. All right. So that's how complicated this gets. You dig yourself into a hole, and at some point, you say, well, I got to start digging up. Oh, man. Lupe Fiasco's The Cool. Something like a reverse archaeologist. You got to dig yourself out of the hole. So that works now. That works. Forever. And now if I try to make another project, I can't because these are now taken up. Slimy Bath to Flawless Shelf are taken. Exotic Mist to Nappy Sticks is taken. I can't create a new track, a new album until I make new tracks. So now I have total 2 projects. And I have Remarkable Blood and Tangible Machine. So there it goes, which this should have been called Jagged Mint, but it's okay. And it was green too, so it would have worked. But it's okay. I'm going to change these album covers eventually, y'all. So don't worry about that. That's going to be another, I might do that on a stream. I might do it off stream. But you guys saw me make 2. And it's nothing. If I'm going to make 2, I might as well make 7 more, right? Or however many. So that I could round it out. So that there's at least, it's not the same thing every time. But then I make it very I try not to make it too specific either. Like a car and not like an avatar sitting in front of a car. Because if you picked a different avatar, then it's like, well, who is this person on my cover, So then I'm going to make one that's like the planet. And then I'm going to make one that's like a bunch of hobbies. right? I have like a media mini game thing that's like a bunch of hobbies. So maybe I'll just put those on the cover. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm a creative person. I'll come up with them. I'll come up with them. But you'll be able to switch between. I mean, not switch between. No. Let me not say that. You'll be able to. It will be randomly selected for you. Your album cover. So you might be mad about that. That's too bad. Make your own game if you mad. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we doing good. We doing good. I just fixed the problem for those of y'all who just came in the stream and didn't know. I just had a problem. So the problem was, let me just reiterate and wrap it up. The problem was, let me cut this off so you can hear me. Good. Because I'm sure you can hear me, but like I need to hear myself think. So, okay, let me start from the top. The project screen was something that I was working on the last stream last week. I had this button here to where when you click it, it brings up a list of every single track that you've made thus far. And it shows you how many pages there are of all the tracks you've made. So there's a minimum of 8 tracks that it takes in order to activate this create button. You can do more than that. I think I need to put an upper limit on this, probably 20. But for now, there's no upper limit. So that might end up breaking the game at some point if you end up doing like 20 or 30 tracks or whatever from one. Like, why would you do that anyway? Like, why would you take the time to make whatever? If you want to do that and break the game, report it in the, reviews or whatever. Oh, 5 stars, but this thing is broken. Or put it on my Instagram or something, hit me up in a DM, whatever. But what happens now is these little plus buttons that add things to your album track list, they go away when you've already added them to a previous album. So now, as you can see, none of these are usable, even though when I started the stream, these were broken. These weren't even showing up the right way. And I had to actually make these happen. So I actually went through and created a bunch of, this is not, this needs to be down. But that's a quick fix. Yeah, my perfectionist is nagging the back of my neck on this one. All right, so I'm gonna fix that in a second. But anyway, you see that you can't select these to put on your next album. You can't create a new album because there are already 2. The 2 that I made are here. So, and the other thing, the problem that I spent the most time on just now, which y'all may not have seen, was when I create an album and then I click on the little thing and then bring up the info. Let's see, this is rated 74, this is rated 61, and you'll see that these track listings are different, right? Look at these track listings being different. That was a hard thing for me to figure out. I had to go into the code and do all kinds of trickery, magic, if you will, to figure this out. But I figured it out. I didn't have to consult anything. I just had to kind of sit on the stream and like pinch the bridge of my nose for like 5 minutes or whatever and try to talk my way through it. And I did. And so, I just got to keep doing this. And the parallel basketball, that's my favorite title so far. Because it makes sense. It's just you got to have played basketball in a large enough gym to know what that means. All right. I don't know. I think that might be it for the stream, y'all. I don't really know. Oh, yeah, I said I was going to fix this one thing. I could fix this real quick. Really, really quick. All right, so let me shrink all this back down because this is bothering me. Okay. This is so much better. When I bring up the pagination, that's what it is. Close that. Open that. Set position. This is negative 210. This is negative 230. This needs to be negative 210 everywhere. Right? There we go. I was looking for 230. I couldn't find it. 210. Okay, that was a quick fix. Let's see. Let's see it play out in real time. Oh, dang it, I forgot to save. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all since I forgot to save. I'll show y'all how it goes. Okay, it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need 8 to create, so 8. Now create. Boom. Random. Oh, okay. It's fine. Okay, so now this is what I was talking about. This right here. All right, that was a fix. And that's a good way to wrap it up. That's a great way to wrap up the stream with an easy fix. A very difficult fix followed by a very easy fix. So, I appreciate those of you who've joined. Once again, as I started the stream, I'll end the stream by saying rest in peace to DMX. May you forever bark in the dog park of the afterworld. Yeah, I like that. And you know, I hope that everybody has a good weekend. I'll do my best to have a stream prior to next Friday's stream where I come on and maybe work on some stuff that I've been talking about here. Some art, maybe some album art, you know, for the little things that I was talking about. Or, you know, maybe I'll get lucky and run into a really big problem like I did today and fix it on the stream. You know what I'm saying? But every time I stream, I'm obligated to do work. As you can see, I have to think about these hard problems. And if you, let me see, you can't see it here. Hold on. Shameless plug with the sweater. And I'm also wearing my first weekend shirt. But like back here, this is a whiteboard that I just got. I don't know if you've seen this area back here prior to today's stream because I'm normally sitting in front of it. But I recently just got this whiteboard, and I've been using it, you know, as you should use a whiteboard to put some stuff on there. And I kind of want to take y'all over there, but I can't because my camera situation doesn't really work like that. But let me see if I can read it from here. So it says RQ2 remaining tasks. Let me see. Oh yeah, album publishing, which is the next thing that I have to do. Album publishing and Billboard tracking. So basically, when you publish an album, so I made it so that you can create an album, right? I have to make it so that you can publish it. It's the same. It's gonna be the same process as what you get out of publishing a track to the Billboard charts. But it's just gonna be the album version. And the only thing that comes differently with the album version is, well, I mean, so there's plays involved in singles, but there aren't plays necessarily involved in albums because like whole albums aren't played on the radio. Whole albums aren't necessarily streamed all at once. Um, so I'm trying to figure out what I did on the old version of the game was I made it so that if you make a mixtape, which mixtapes are coming later, so like don't even knock on my door about that. But when you made a mixtape on the current version of the game, you published it, or no, when you made it, you immediately gained a certain number of fans from just making the mixtape because then it just gets leaked and whatever, it gets put on Dat Piff or whatever, right? With albums, you'd have to publish it, and then when you publish it, you get kind of like a bonus of money. And I don't remember if you actually get fans off of that as well, at least not in the current version. So that's something that I would have to fix. And I don't even think the iOS version has that at all, matter of fact. So something that definitely needs to be fixed. But it's being, as you can see with what I've been working on today, this all is going into the iOS version as well as the Android version. So that's what's up. And then the next thing, work boosts. So work boosts, like what are the work boosts? Let's see here. Actually, not work. Oh yeah, work boosts. The swag shop. So you can spitter flex. You can get a new outfit. You can get an entourage, which lasts for a certain amount of time. So if you want to go into like a venue with your entourage, you get plus 30 swag to actually when you're actually performing at that, and then the swag gets kind of calculated into your grade for doing the thing. Then the marketing aspect of it, I need to probably redesign some of this stuff, but like the event flyers, the spitter ads, the street team, and the music video, these all cost this much, but get you a certain number of fans. So I need to go kind of fix all of that stuff and then kind of balance it out. I don't know if those values are actually going to be good enough. We'll have to see. The next thing. I got to rebalance the work mini game because right now the work mini game is completely unbalanced. It's you can kind of I'm on level 87 because I played like 3 work mini games. No, it's not how that works. I have a bullet point for integrations, so things like analytics and in-app purchases and stuff like that, ads. I got to do all of that stuff. I haven't done any of that yet. So, but I've done it before, but I'm doing it this time is going to be totally different because I'm using different tools. So that's going to take a little bit. I'm not going to let it take more than a month, but I was previously thinking that I was going to be done like a week ago, and that's not the case. This is part of the reason why I got the whiteboard, because I need to write it down and figure out how long these things are going to take. I had it written down before digitally, but something about using a dry erase board. So I'd suggest if you're ever trying to get your stuff together, dry erase board. This one isn't that important, but I want to sort the beat shop beats so that you're not like sifting through trying to find a certain price range. You can actually look from like lowest price range to highest price range, or however it is in the current game. So I don't know. Like that's not super important. It's not high priority. It's just nice to have. 2D character art. So at the beginning of this stream, y'all saw me working on the stadium backdrop, which included kind of some 2D character art, but not really because they're just like fans. And I don't really put a lot of effort into that right now because that's not the whole point of the game. The whole point of the game is the rapper, your career, So, but I do want to do the 2D character art for the rapper. I do want to do the 2D character art for the fans that you'll see actually animating. So those will be the fans that are in basically every venue except for the stadium. The stadium, because there's seating, where everything else is people could just walk up. So um, even the music festival, yeah. So we'll have to see about that. I have 2D character art, also 2D character animation. They're one and the same, but they should be treated as different tasks because they're really different. I gotta improve the work mini games crowd logic too. So even though I'm gonna be adding an animation and a different like character model for the different fan types or fan member types or whatever, um, crowd member types, um, the logic for how they actually come onto the screen or if they ever leave or how they kind of like overlap each other and all this kind of stuff has to be worked out. That probably won't take more than like a couple of days, that particular task at most, really, because I already kind of have it mostly figured out, but we'll see. And then the final thing is to build the game shop. So for you to be able to buy things like topics for you to rap with, for you to write with, things like diamonds in app in game currency, cash and stuff like that. And then in the future, maybe iterations, I'll have it so that you can purchase like items for your wardrobe. So that'll be a thought. But that's what I got. I might have more things on that list that I got to put on there, but for now, those are the most important things that I got to fix. So like I said, I appreciate y'all jumping on the stream with me. I'm gonna make this end at exactly 3 hours and 5 seconds. So I'll holla at y'all next time.